How's it going, everybody? My name is Chris. I go by Topher James. I have a band called Topher James at Biscuit Brigade. I play drums in the H.E.R band with my brother, and we have a band called the Shaw Brothers as well. Welcome to my Musicians React page. We are going to listen to one of my favorite artists, her name, H.E.R. This is a live version of a song called Come Through.
Almost missing my flight today. I look good even though I feel shitty. I just got back out this way. You already got plans for the city. Call them off, could you call them off for me? You're always going on and on. Got it all, ask me why I never leave. I don't go out much, but you should come through tonight. I'm chillin' on the west side, boo. Come on home, girl, tell your best friend you can slide to on the low, remote location. I don't want them see me getting faded. You should come through tonight. I'll only kick you with a tight crew. They won't tell, cause they tryna live their best life too. On the low, I'll be waiting. Hit me on the phone, I'll be waiting. Yeah, I ain't really tryna spend no
Man, this is a good band. I think she does a really good job of balancing the classic soul R&B sound with what's modern. You could tell lyrically she's, definitely modern. I think the production is modern too, but I think it calls to kind of a old school era of soul music. I always like to see this kind of band, how they recreate the production live. You see the drummer has a drum kit, but also has a pad, an MPD pad, or I think it's called an MPD pad, a drum pad. I love the three singers. I haven't gotten to the level where I can have 4 singers at any time, because if you know how a chord works, it's based off of 3 notes. So plenty of chords have more than 3 notes though, but when you have 3 singers and then you add a 4th, it adds a dimension where sometimes you're doubling, sometimes somebody's on the bottom and singing the same note but another person's on top, or an octave. And I guess it's just more difficult, and it's really cool to see people execute that.
In the house, if you ask me how I'm feeling, I say yes to going out tonight.
Right there, that it's either that woman or it might even be one of the guys that's doing say yes. They're doing octaves of what she's singing. I'm gonna roll that back a little.
In the house, if you ask me how I'm feeling, I say yes to going out tonight. Oh, I ain't did that in a minute. Called it off, oh, I called it off for you. You're always going on and on. Ask me why, oh, I am not with you. I don't go out much, you should come through. Chillin' on the west side, boo. Come on, let's say your best friend. You can slide on the low, remote location. I don't want to see me get it.
So now the background vocals have taken over the lead, and she has room now to improvise or ad-lib over top. I'm also listening to the bass because it's a heavy synth bass part, but there's a bass player, so I'm curious. I'm doubting this is a thing, but sometimes they'll have a bass player just to have it look like there's a guy playing bass. So I'm listening to this live, so kind of fun to see what's going on.
I'll be waiting, waiting, yeah. Hit me on the phone, hit me on the phone, yeah. Oh, I'll be waiting, yeah. Give me a loan, oh yeah. Oh, give me a call, oh yeah. Give me a call, yeah.
I've also noticed that these live versions of the songs, a lot of times there'll be more background vocals, more heavily arranged. I think for the recordings or the radio, they keep it simple. But I really like to hear the arrangements, and you really get that expression with the background singers. You know, he's doing the call and response thing with her.
Yeah, waiting. Hit me on my phone, I'll be waiting.
So he's doing octaves on the right side of the screen. I hear a bass guitar in there. I think it's a bass guitar and a synth bass. It could also be like an 808 kick triggered by his kick drum, or somebody's triggering that. I don't think he's triggering it with the pad. I can see him playing the backbeat, but not the bass drum. So he's playing the bass drum here. When you have a synth bass playing like the traditional bass guitar part, it's kind of boom, boom, boom. It's got like an attack on it that's different than a string being pulled. And I can hear him playing bass, and I can hear that attack. It's kind of interesting.
Always going on and on. Got it all. Ask me why I never leave. I don't go out much.
So right there, you can hear it, and then it goes, which is like, I think it's him playing bass. But you can hear an attack, and then like a absence of attack, which could be the keyboard, or it could be him. Yes, I took a harmony and theory class in high school, and I was the best at dictation. Playing the bass in combination with a synth bass, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Let's listen.
Go out much, but you should come through tonight. I'm chilling on the west side. Come on home, girl, tell your best friend you can slide too.
I mean, this band is amazing. I love the musicianship. I love the background vocals is what does it for me. Kat wants to be a part of it. What do you think about it, Kat? I just think she's one of the most talented artists out there. The band is on point. They've figured out a really good way to arrange the vocals. How do you feel about the production? How do you feel about the drums? I just think it's a really cool combo. I love seeing people play the live drums with the combination of the trigger pads. This is a great track. Speaking of great tracks, if you want to hear some of my music, you can check out topherjamesmusic.com. Cat. You can check out andyshawband.com. Just released a couple tunes.
You and I'm alone. No one is like to lose. Even when it looks like winning, I wanna feel your love.
My brother worked really hard over 2020 to get some great songs going, and we've been recording some of those and releasing them, as well as releasing some of the versions he did over COVID. It's been really fun to see those tracks get some streams and get some placements on some playlists. It's hard to say. If you have the means and you want to support me directly in all my endeavors, including my music, my videos, you can check out patreon.com/topherjames. So much content. Look at all that content. Yep. Obviously. That's you. Sign up. There you go. I couldn't sign up for my own page. Maybe a little bitty rain, just a little bit longer. If I could only keep my head.
Now, Ford?
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim.
And I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.
If we get